Hello and welcome back to X-Plane 11 everybody. Today we're at Great Barrier Island. Now this island's about 40 nautical miles north of Auckland City in New Zealand. It's a beautiful part of the country. And we're going to be jumping in the Just Flight Cessna 152 using our random mission generator, and we're going to take a short little flight somewhere in the local region. So let's go and jump into the cockpit and find out where we're going to go. Okay, here we are in the cockpit, everybody, and the first thing we need to do is just check out which missions are available at the moment from Great Barrier. So go to Mission Generator, Mission List, and here we go. We've got a bunch of different missions available. Now I'm just looking to fly a fairly short flight today. So looking at these, I think the flight to Kuiper Flats might be the go. So let's open that up. It says to Agent, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to fly 34 kg of computers to Kuiper Flats. As always, should you be caught or killed, we will disavow any knowledge of your actions. Ha! Okay. Let's do it. That's a bit different. Haven't had one like that before. So here goes our mission list. Mission done. Hold on. Just got to disable X camera. There we go. Alright. Check that out. Alright. What I'm going to do is just get rid of that yoke to make life a little bit easier. Now today I have got my Sciatec multi-flight panel in front of me right here, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. So let's go ahead and turn on our masters. Let's get the beacon on and look around. Nobody around. Clear prop. We can give it just a little bit of throttle right there, and let's try to start this thing up. Actually, everybody, it helps if your mixture is rich. There's a trick for young players right there. I'm a professional. Surprisingly. Let's press D for... Get rid of that. Done. Boom. Okay. Surprisingly, it worked once I had a bit of mixture right there. What an absolute surprise that would be. Let's just pull this back a little bit. Right, let's go through. We're going to throw on our nav lights now and our strobe lights, and we might as well throw on our... Well, this is the taxi and the landing lights the same, so I'm going to throw that on right there. What else have we got to go? We'll throw that on. There we go. All right. Okay, everybody, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do the run-up, and then I'll meet you out just as we're taxiing, getting close to takeoff. As you can see, just out the window there, we've got the winds blowing from, I think, 280 degrees, so we've got a grass runway. You can't quite see it here, but we'll be taking off to the west off the grass runway, so I will meet you once we're just about to get over there. See you soon. Okay, here we are. We're lined up on the runway, everybody, about to depart, so let's give a full bunger and let's get out of here. Got that torque kicking in right there. A little bit of left rudder required. Whoop. A little bit of weather patching in there, I see. Cloud cover's just increased. We're going to have to watch that. Speed is increasing nicely. Going to go across the main runway right there. A little bit of back pressure and we are flying easy as that. Just going to look to trim out to about 70 is going to be a good number right here. Okay, we're just climbing out on our runway, heading just off of it because I am not very accurate. But you can't really see the full effect at the moment, but I do have Ortho for XP enabled for this particular area. And once we start to get up sort of 1,500 feet and above, you'll start to see the impact of that kick in. And this part of the world actually looks quite nice. So we'll continue to make our way. We're going to cruise at 4,500 feet today. We're managing to hold this climbing speed of 70 knots quite nicely. But yeah, like I said, we're looking for a cruising speed of 4,000 a cruising altitude of 4,500 feet. So let's make our way up there and we'll join you once we get to the top. Okay, we're just climbing through 3,500 feet at the moment, but as you can see, this ortho scenery really starting to take shape right now. Beautiful coastline around the Great Barrier Island. Now, Great Barrier Island is, as I said earlier, quite close to Auckland, about 40 odd nautical miles north of Auckland, just in the Hauraki Gulf which is a very popular spot for boaties and alike to go out in the weekends. And we're making our way across the Hauraki Gulf. On our way, we're going to cross over probably the Whangaproa Peninsula. We'll just have to see what happens. And over to Kaipara Flats, which is just a little, in real life it's a little gravelly, slim little runway. But I believe they've got plans to actually extend it or make it a little bit more substantial. But look at Great Barrier in the background there, beautiful, looking great. Okay, we're just levelling off at 4,500 feet. And we'll just let that speed creep up a little bit, up over 100, and then we'll pull back our revs. You can see the rev counter over there on the right hand side. Let's pull that down below 2,500, keep it in the green. And we should keep up a nice speed here. We have got a decent headwind that we're going into at the moment. If we take a look, if we go to the map right here, here we are, Great Barrier Island here. We're flying across here, and there it is there, NZKF. If we get close, you can see we're pretty much going to fly straight in, which makes life nice and easy. But if we take a look at the local weather at Great Barrier, we've got wind 230 at 13 knots. So I wouldn't call it a gale or anything like that, but it's certainly, you know, it's hampering us, put it that way. But it is a very nice day out here. A little bit of low cloud around, nothing too serious, but a pleasant flight nonetheless. And let's take a look at how speed's travelling. Where are we? Over here, yeah, with about 90. It's a little bit slower than usual, and now I can see why. If you look over there, my revs are just probably a touch too low. Yes, let's increase those a little bit just to help us out with our speed. Suction's in the green, that's great. Just got to watch for icing this time of year. Not too much of an issue over here as we get on our way to summer. So there we are, travelling quite nicely at 4,500 feet. What I'll do, everybody, is as we get a little bit closer to Kaipara Flats, I'll turn the record back on and we'll check out what's going on. So I'll catch you very, very soon. Okay, we have the runway in sight here, ladies and gentlemen. It was a little bit hard to spot, to be honest, hidden way over here in the background. We're looking to trim out to 65 is the number we're looking for. We're looking pretty good right now. And a pretty good trajectory. But yeah, I actually mistook some other visuals as the runway when I first started making my descent, but I finally figured it out, which is quite handy, because you don't want to land in a farmer's paddock or something like that. But as always, this aircraft here, I'm just a little bit slow at the moment, so let's just nose it down. This aircraft here holds its approach configuration really well, nice and stable. As you can see here, we're approaching what is being rendered as a grass runway, but it's actually, and like I said, it's actually sort of a gravelly runway, sort of asphalty gravelly. Really struggling with the speed here. Just put a little bit of extra on here. It's got a bit of a dip in the middle of the runway. It's not a dead straight runway. Coming in nicely though, good speed here, looking to cut power very soon. Crossing the threshold, power off. Looking to flare, holding it off. A little bit early there, holding it off, holding off. And we got a stall warning, and there we go. That felt actually not too bad. We've got no buildings or anything around here. It's very much in the back country, this particular airport. So we'll just taxi down to the end of the runway here. Yeah, but that was a nice little flight actually across the sea. And we'll just taxi right to the end of the runway here, so I'll catch you down there. And then hopefully it will give us our mission update. Okay, let's check out our mission score right here. 40 XP for completing the mission. We took off from an unknown airport apparently. Flight time, 41 XP. Landing speed at 0.96 meters per second. I don't know if that's good. Gives me 0 XP, but it always does. So anyway, it's 81 XP. It's actually a nice little bump up there towards level 2, so I will take that. And we've just exited the runway, so we'll just, as you can see, we're on this big blurry patch. I haven't put Lindeman's additional textures on this to make that look nice, but there we go. Come down here. Let's get rid of that. And there we go. We can turn our switches off. Off. Lights off. And battery and master off. There we go. Let's put all our little bits of equipment on right here. I need to put my handbrake on. Might help. Still didn't work. For some reason it does not like it. But anyway, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A nice little flight in the Just Flight Cessna 152. Fantastic aircraft to fly. And quite enjoyable, actually. Pretty short, but enjoyable. But I want to say a huge thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, take it easy.